Hi, I'm Breneia Turner here with News 121 to conduct my final interview. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, considering that you go to Ball State, what is your most favorite thing about Ball State?
My most favorite thing about Ball State is that our campus is diverse. We have a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures that you run into daily. Just walking to class, and I see a lot of foreign exchange students, and I think that's cool. Like, you live in China, and you are over here. Like, it's cool.
Right. So, with all the diversity that there is on campus, are you a part of anything specifically that aids in being diverse or anything like that?
Yes, I'm a part of NABJ. I actually just got the exec position for event planner, so I'll be planning some events that kind of show diversity, within our campus. Being NABJ is basically just a journalism group. We talk about different minority issues. We have like summits that we go to, conferences. Basically just full of TCOM and journalism majors. Just come talk about certain issues and.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So, being that you're going to be the new exec event planner, do you have any events in mind that you might use for this diversity?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about planning a spoken word. Basically, anyone can come to it. I really would refrain from talking about religion, but if we have any other issues that you want to talk about, like, that's cool. I want to do that. That's probably gonna be like in the student center or something. Another event that I wanted to do is basically maybe just like some sort of sale, kind of like maybe I don't know. It's getting hot. Maybe a lemonade sale, like I don't know, 50 cents a cup, and also while selling that lemonade, give out some flyers to get people to come to NABJ because not a lot of people know about it. I mean, our meetings are at 6 p.m. on Monday. I know that's kind of like unappealing to things, but they're really not long. And I mean, you can come and meet some new friends. You probably know some people in it, so
That's interesting. Would you say that NABJ has helped you at all gain any experience in what will be your workforce?
yeah, I feel like it's giving me experience because it's making me feel more comfortable to talk. And being that I am a journalist slash news, I want to focus on print, but I also know I have to do the broadcasting side. So it just makes me feel more comfortable to share my voice, and also with um, Live in Color, which is this radio show that we just produced just a couple months ago. We just started that, so that's giving me experience in working the camera and just being on air, learning the controls. So
Okay. And what would you say is the most difficult or easy task about being the producer for the radio show Live in Color?
I think the easiest task about being a producer for Live in Color is it's just fun. Like our hosts, they're funny, so it's not like draining to record people talk about some topics that I personally have my own views about. So just hearing other people's opinions is like what makes it easy to do, because it's like what makes it difficult, which is really not even difficult either. But I guess the most difficult thing is you know taking apart the camera and setting it up.
Okay. And what would you say has been your favorite story or show that you guys have produced um, in the Living Color that showed someone else's opinion that you necessarily wouldn't agree with, but at the end of the story you were able to see where they were coming from at the same time?
Well, our last show we just talked about Amber Rose and how she's trying to put on this slut walk, and it is just basically awareness of people of sexual assault. Like basically, just because you have on a short skirt does not make you any more vulnerable to anyone else that has on a business suit to get attacked. So basically like victim shaming, like you know not saying that just because this girl looks a certain way that she deserves to be date raped or anything bad happened to her. So I felt like that was kind of interesting. And then a conflict that we had about talking about that is people were like, well, why do they have to dress up like, well, during the walk they're supposed to be dressing up slutty, or however promiscuous girls, you know. So people were like, well, why do you have to dress like that to get the message across? Like people know what it is, but it's kind of like you're kind of like what's that word? Contradicting yourself. Like
right.
Therefore, I mean, yeah, you are saying this, but therefore you're still walking around like. But I get what she's doing with in the slut walk, because I mean, I feel like if you just walk down with regular clothes, like people are gonna understand what you're talking about, but it's not gonna be as effective as if you really are, you know, walking around how people really do dress.
Right. In the past, I think that there was a slut walk here at Ball State. I want to say last year or what would have been my freshman year. Um, I didn't actually go to it, but I did hear a lot of people saying that it was an impactful movement. So, with that being said, knowing that the people victimize girls who dress certain ways and things like that, what do you think that at Ball State we could do to better impact someone's life and not make them feel victimized just by how they choose to dress?
I feel we could all just stop being judgmental altogether. I mean, we're not all gonna agree with the way people do certain things, but I feel like their sin is no better than your sin.
Right.
So I feel like if we just all, you know, maybe, I don't know, just had a big conference about, you know, just talking about judging others, and I feel like that would be a good impact on, you know.
I agree. So, all in all, we all need to just kind of maybe look at ourselves before we decide to say something else about someone else, because I feel like a lot of times we can victimize each other with words just as easily as we can with actually physically attacking people. So, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. May I have your name?
Ladonna.
Can you
Ladonna in Geddes.
Okay. What year are you?
A junior.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.